So you want to start collecting Disney Cars diecasts. Let's wrap up 2009 by talking about the Storytellers Collection. Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video and to another episode of Collector's Guide, where we teach collectors new and old all about, well, collecting Disney Cars diecasts. So, let's get started with the video here. Of course, today we're going to be covering the rest of 2009. First off, I want to apologize for the lack of videos lately in this series. I've only done 2 this month. One at the beginning and here more towards the end. I've been busy with reviewing cars. Of course, my birthday was earlier this month and I had a bunch of cars to review because of that. And each week I just kept getting more cars. And, of course, Cards Adventures takes up a large chunk of my time when it comes to making videos. So, I do apologize for the lack of episodes. I'm going to try to get this series back on a weekly or bi-weekly schedule. So that's an episode a week or 2 episodes a week on certain weeks. And I'll be off of school pretty soon on June 20th. That's my last day. So, of course, over the summer, so from June until early September, you'll definitely see a spike, an increase in uploads in this series. I may even bring back Way Back Wednesday, Mater Monday, and everything else like that. But that's for its own video coming out in a month for a channel update. Let's get started by talking about the Storytellers Collection. Running from only, I believe, 2009. Not quite sure if this one carried over to 2010. The Storytellers Collection covered cars based off of the World of Cars book. This was a pretty nice storybook detailing kind of the origin of a lot of Cars characters, including McQueen, as you can see right here with Sponsorless McQueen and Smell Swell McQueen, which are the only 2 cars that I own in this series. But, of course, we'll get to those in just a minute when we cover the notable releases. Most cars released in this series are extremely rare now and in high demand. Also released in the series beyond just cars from the Storytellers Collection were the Christmas cars, although they're not really considered Storytellers cars nowadays. So, let's get started by going over our 3 points: what's new, the package, and notable releases. So, what's new? What was new for this was quite simple. Instead of cars being based off of the movies, for the first time ever, cars were being based off of a property beyond the movies. This is the first and only time that cars have been based off of the Cars storybooks. And because of that, because of the beautifully detailed package, these cars are in high demand now. Books covered included the World of Cars book that I already mentioned, and Mater Saves Christmas, where we got a whole bunch of Christmas cars. The Storytellers line is considered done, unless you're counting the Christmas cars as part of the line, which they originally were and aren't really anymore. They're part of their own little line, which gets released once a year, usually towards the end of the year, of course, for Christmas time. It hasn't really seen any new releases aside from Sarge with Roof Lights in 2017. These Christmas cars are mainly sold at the Disney parks now, once again, towards Christmas time. Another heavy thing that the Storyteller Collection focused on was the 3-pack, where, of course, they released 3 cars in a 3-pack. But the cars released in these 3-packs rarely ever made sense for the most part. There was a 3-pack of Rusty, Dusty, and Ramon. A 3-pack of Ramon, Flo, and a Tractor. A 3-pack of Doc, Flo, and Sponsorless McQueen, which is McQueen right when he starts racing before he goes to Radiator Springs. A 3-pack of Doc, Brand New Mater, and Sponsorless McQueen. Very, very odd. But the new releases in this series are really some of the most beautiful cars released to this day. And we'll get to that right after we take a look at the package here, which has got to be my favorite diecast packaging basically ever. As you can see, I have saved this one. I would just show you guys a picture like I usually do, but for this, it really deserves something more. This is the package here for this McQueen, Sponsorless McQueen. You can see he's got some beautifully drawn artwork there in Radiator Springs, very calming background there. The bubble would of course fit here. On the side, Sponsorless McQueen Collector Series is written like it's a book, which is so cool. On the back, we've got a little tagline there. That is where the hook would be attached. I removed that. And you can see just some of the stories from that book banged up, and now a word from our sponsor, Hoodwinked, Ciao America, and Showstopper. And you can see there's a little Velcro latch there. Let's get that open. You can see the other cards in the series and a little collect them all banner. And a little story, just a little synopsis for the story you're reading, as well as this beautiful Radiator Springs artwork. And finally, let's discuss the notable releases of this series. While the Storytellers Collection included multiple re-releases of major characters like Doc and Brand New Mater, as well as Flo and Rusty and Dusty, the new releases from this series are, again, to this day, some of the rarest cars released. These are the only two I have. Smell Swell McQueen is probably the most common, thanks to a re-release a few years ago. I won't be discussing the Christmas cars in this video. They'll probably get their own video, possibly even as a Christmas special if Collector's Guide continues into December, which I do hope to do. I actually have big plans for this series. I'm going to go through, of course, and cover all the main characters, which we're gradually getting through. I'm going to cover all the years in diecast history, and do a bunch of little mini lessons about different things. I may even start some mini-sodes, talking about things like the Motor Speedway of the South set, haulers, and other things. Of course, I'll go through race cars. I really do want to continue this series, and I'm super excited for the future of it. So, new releases. The 6 notable new releases were released as singles and also in 2 3-packs. At first, we had Mater's cousins, Judd, Cletus, and Buford, and Flo's other Motorama girl dancers, Rhonda, Sheila, and Laverne. Also released were some special variants of Ramon, Retro Ramon, and Wedding Day Ramon, as well as one of the most desirable Cars diecast 2-packs, Bubba and Mater, which is basically a 2-pack with a deluxe in it. If Bubba were released as a single, he'd totally be a deluxe. Like, he doesn't even fit in that bubble. Of course, Brand New Mater was also included. And that's pretty much it for the notable releases. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next time where we go back to covering characters. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.